Good day. I am Rosin Oluwaseun Ogundokun from Landmark University, Omara, Nigeria, and I'm here to make a presentation for paper 71 entitled Machine Learning Classification Based Technique for Fraud Discovery in Credit Card Datasets. These are my presentation content. I have my introduction, aim of the study, literature review, material and methods, results and discussion, conclusion and future work references. And the form of introduction, the frequency of credit card based online payments frauds have increased rapidly in recent years, forcing banks and e-commerce companies to create automated fraud detection system that perform mining on massive transaction loads. Machine learning appears to be one of the most promising techniques for detecting illegal transactions since it uses supervised binary classification algorithm appropriately trained using pre-screened sample datasets to differentiate between fraudulent and non-fraudulent cases. Now, to improve the classification accuracy and detection rate, as well as reduce the false positive rate of credit card discovery, this study, therefore, intends to concentrate on machine learning method, thereby proposing a credit card fraud discovery scheme to detect fraud. The machine learning approach employed the decision tree and k-nearest neighbor machine learning classification technique. The performance outcome of the two machine learning classification techniques are evaluated depending on accuracy, precision, specificity, recall, F1 score, and false positive rate. The ROC curve was drawn built on the confusion metrics from both classifiers. Literature review. A lot of researchers have looked into this area and they have used different algorithms to detect fraud. They've used algorithms like SVM, logistic regression, gradient boosting, KNN, and other machine learning procedures have been employed to identify credit card, and a few of the researchers that have employed this machine learning are discussed below. These are few of the researchers that have used machine learning for their study, but it has been discovered that there is still low detection rate and high false positive rate, which are to be looked into and be improved by other researchers, which has led to us going into the study to check between decision tree and KNN which one performs better in detecting credit card fraud. Now, the data set used for this study was gotten from the Kaggle database repository, and data set comprises of 31 numerical features, which comprises of 284,807 transactions, and the overall amount of sample employed for testing was 85,442, since the test set of data accounted for 30% of the whole data set. That is, the 70% was used for training and 30% was used for testing. This is the proposed method for the system. We first enter our credit card fraud data set, which leads us to the testing and the training phase, whereby we have 70% of the data set being trained and also 30% of data set being used for the testing phase. And then we enter our DT and KNN classifier, where we have our result. The result is now being evaluated using confusion metrics, performance metrics, and the result was evaluated. Now, this is some figures from the results gotten from our implementation. We have the confusion metrics for both the decision tree and KNN, and then we have the ROC curve, that is AUC, for both the decision tree and KNN, and it was discovered that the AUC for KNN outperforms that of decision tree. And the table below here is showing the table for decision tree and KNN. The TP here means true positive values. Then the TN means true negative value. The FP means false positive value, and also the FN means false negative value. And we have each of the values for each of the algorithm on the table. Now, after the study was implemented, we evaluated using metrics like accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, negative predictive value, and AUC. And it was discovered that KNN outperformed that of DT in terms of accuracy, in terms of recall, in terms of F1 score, in terms of NPV, and also in terms of AUC. The decision tree only outperformed that of KNN in terms of precision, with having 99.96% of precision. So it was proposed and recommended that KNN can be used for effective detection of credit card fraud. This, our proposed system, was also evaluated with some other existing system, 3 of them here. We have Ratley et al. 2020. They use RFE, HPO, and SMOTE for their methods, and they got an accuracy of 99%, recall of 95%, and AUC of 81%. Salusa et al. 2020 also used random forest as their classifier and got an accuracy of 99.91%, recall of 99.97%, and also AUC of 94%. Then Jane et al. Used decision tree for as their classifier, and they got an accuracy of 99.93%, recall of 99.97%, and also they didn't use AUC for their evaluation. But the proposed system 2021 used KNN and decision tree, but we use KNN for the comparison because that is the one that has the KNN has performed that of the decision tree. So we have an accuracy of 99.94%. Then for accuracy, then we have recall of 99.99% and AUC of 91%. Now, it was discovered that our proposed system outperformed the other existing system in terms of accuracy and recall. Only Salusa et al. 2020 outperformed that of our proposed system in terms of AUC. So it is also concluded that our proposed system is a good method, is a good classifier that can be employed for the detection of credit card fraud. So in conclusion, fraudulent credit card transactions are a major corporate issue. This type of scam can result in significant financial and personal losses. As a result, businesses are investing on increasing amounts of money in creating new concepts and methods for detecting and preventing fraud. This paper, therefore, main aim was to evaluate 2 machine learning methods for detecting fraudulent transactions. This was determined by using a variety of measures including recall, accuracy, and precision. It is critical to have a high recall, accuracy, and precision value for this type of situation, that is for credit card fraud detection situation. As a consequence of the comparison, it was discovered that the KNN technique produced the best result to that of DT in terms of accuracy of 99.94%, the precision of 99.95%, recall of 99.99%, F1 score of 99.97%, and NPV of 90.83%, and AUC of 91%. That is, it better identify whether transactions are fraudulent or not. Now, to improve outcome, more study should be done on alternative machine learning method. For instance, genetic algorithm can be employed with other machine learning algorithm, and several kinds of star classifiers, as well as a comprehensive feature selection technique can be used to further get a better result for the recall accuracy, precision, or of detecting fraudulent actions. These are some of the references, and thank you for listening.